Well, let's talk about the kind of squabbling that's going on between the Congress and the TMC. Now, Mamata Banerjee continues to launch a tirade against the Congress after Mamata's bold proclamation that UPA is now non-existent. TMC has yet again hit out at the grand old party in its mouthpiece, Jago Bangla. The title of the editorial says, Congress is in deep freezer. It says that in spite of being the largest opposition party, Congress has locked itself in deep freezer. In its veiled attack on Rahul Gandhi, TMC says that instead of organizing people's movement, Congress leaders are happily tweeting. Congress's internal squabble over leadership also has got mentioned in this article. The article also says that coalition of opposition forces is the need of the hour to defeat the BJP, and Mamata is the most popular and acceptable opposition face.
वो बीजेपी पार्टी को दिया हुआ हुक्का पी रहे हैं तो क्या करें, उनको कुछ नहीं दिखाई देते हैं। ये सारे बयानबाजी इसलिए हो रहे हैं कि मोदी जी को खुश रखना चाहिए। अब बताओ, अंक गणित को अगर जरा सा भी उनका ज्ञान रहे और उनकी पार्टी की रही तो ये बताए कि 4% वोट लेकर वो मोदी जी को सत्ता से कैसे हटाइए, ये अंक गणित बताइए।
Indrajit Kundu is getting asked more details on that story. Indrajit, Mamata Banerjee and the TMC really making no secret of the fact that she obviously has prime ministerial ambitions and wants to project herself as the most credible leader to counter the BJP essentially. But there's a huge question mark on how many in the opposition will rally around Mamata and would actually choose to keep Congress outside of this opposition, including the NCP.
Well, Sneha, at this point in time, clearly Mamata Banerjee and the Trinamool Congress are trying to actively position themselves as Mamata Banerjee as a sole leader of this entire opposition pack. And it's been going on for a long time. Mamata Banerjee, of course, was 2 days back met Sharad Pawar in Mumbai. And at this point in time, the Trinamool is going whole hogs against the Congress because they believe that the Congress is not active enough in their opposition against the Modi dispensation. And in various states like Goa and in Tripura, the Trinamool Congress is working really hard to dislodge the Congress as a principal opposition party in those spaces. So clearly, Mamata Banerjee and the Trinamool Congress think tank clearly feels that at this point, it is the Trinamool Congress which has the trust and the faith of other opposition leaders and parties, especially in the backdrop of the kind of success that they have got in the West Bengal Assembly elections. And they think that is the criteria. The electoral success in West Bengal is what gives them the opportunity to position themselves as the sole leader of the opposition pack, and not Rahul Gandhi, who the Trinamool Congress in the editorial clearly claims is busy, trying to douse and firefight the internal squabbles within the Congress, and also the fact that in successive elections across various states, the Congress has not been able to deliver the kind of results under Rahul Gandhi's leadership.
Absolutely. In fact, the daggers are clearly drawn between the Congress and the Trinamool Congress, and this war of words is on. Let's now take a look at what's been going on between Mamata Banerjee and the Congress party. Like I said, the daggers are clearly drawn. No sugarcoating anything. Mamata Banerjee has been making some statements against the Congress, and the Congress is extremely unhappy about what's going on. Now, what is really going on? Mamata Banerjee essentially has said that Congress is in deep freezer. That's one of the statements that Mamata Banerjee has made in the past. Congress says that spurned consultant pressurizing Mamata. That's where the pressure is coming from. Mamata says that Congress is riddled with internal squabbles. Congress in its counter has said Mamata under pressure of the BJP and the ED. That's where all these statements are coming from. Mamata in her attack has said that this boy, referring to Rahul Gandhi, has no future, to which the Congress says Congress without the UPA is like body without soul, since Mamata had suggested that UPA is non-existent. Mamata again says that Rahul stays abroad and does politics here, while Congress says that Mamata is damaging the opposition unity by making such statements. Mamata says there is no UPA, it is dead. Congress says Mamata is waging an immature campaign.